So, according to estimates by Rystad Energy, flaring and venting, which is the burning and releasing of natural gas in the Permian Basin, has reached record levels in the first quarter of 2019. So, the total amount of natural gas being wasted by this is projected over the entire year is about 11 billion cubic meters per year, and that's more than Romania or Israel are using as natural gas in total, and that's quite a lot. Of course, the Permian Basin and the Bakken, where this has been recognized, are also large producers that produce a huge percentage of the natural gas use globally. But so my thought on this was that yeah, we are looking at something where valuable resource is actually wasted. So what happens is that the oil and gas producers are producing in these areas, and they have a shortage of infrastructure that they face to gather the natural gas from the wells. So the report says a key driver of this is persistent infrastructure challenges, a lack of enough takeaway capacity, and an unexpected outage of on a key pipeline in the area. And they also said that the largest operators in the Permian flared on average 5.1% of operated gross gas production in the fourth quarter of 2018 and the first quarter of 2019. So this is quite a lot. And what happens is that they are producing natural gas and oil at the same time from the same wells, and the oil is the more valuable commodity. And what happens when you have a lack of infrastructure to gather that gas? You want to gather that gas, but you don't stop production because you can't gather all the gas or put it away in a pipeline to transmit it somewhere where it's useful. And so some percentage of that is wasted. And we have been talking before about leakage rates in natural gas production, which affect the overall greenhouse gas efficiency uh, of natural gas use and so on. And so my thinking is, why is there this infrastructure challenge? So yeah, it's challenging to get enough pipeline infrastructure when you're starting new wells, but it's this oil and gas boom is now going on for like a decade, and we should actually be able to predict some growth in that. And I think one big chunk of that is the regulatory processes are very slow and delaying things and making it very expensive to build new pipeline capacity. And there's also delays by public opposition and the green movement blocking it and suing things. So the most famous example is the oil pipeline. TransCanada is still trying to build Keystone XL from Canada down to Texas, and this has been going on since I think 2008 or 2009. And so yeah, we are blocking things, we're making things more expensive, and this on a regulatory basis makes no sense to have this giant burden on companies, to make this pipeline permission process this super stringent and expensive, if the result of this is, oh yeah, we are going to flare and vent a lot of natural gas from these production wells simply because we cannot handle it. We just this pipeline process is has a backlog that's so large, and this makes no sense because you are actually losing more natural gas. And everyone is talking about, oh yeah, leakage rates in natural gas production. Yeah, just how about this flaring and venting rate that you are producing by putting ever more stringent requirements in the permitting process of pipelines?
Yeah, and of course the companies are always criticized for flaring and venting, and they're criticized by the very same people blocking pipelines or making it much harder to produce pipelines.
Right.